And at Sullivan, we did not run an advertising campaign, but I ran a 2-page double truck ad in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Financial Times when we reported our third quarter. And I said what was wrong, and I said how we were going to change it, and it was in very small type, and we needed change. Wells, it's interesting. I first bought in when Carl Reichert was running, and I can tell you that there's no finer guy than Carl Reichert. It wouldn't have happened under Carl Reichert, but institutions make mistakes, and I will tell you this: we have 377,000 people working for Berkshire, and right now, I don't know whether 5 of them or 10 of them or 20 of them, but I'll guarantee it isn't 0 of them, are doing something wrong. And my job is to act when I hear about anything, and to make sure we've got some system so we do hear about things. So we get about 2,000 contacts through what we call the hotline a year. I get anonymous letters, and those are the 2 best sources of finding out where something's wrong. I mean, it's better than having 100 people crawling all over the books. Anonymous. Oh, they're not. Sometimes they sign them, but I received one last week, and you know.
You received one last week about something happening at Berkshire?
Yeah, sure. But I mean, I receive them all. I mean, they're going to come in, and sometimes people just don't like the person working next to them, so they come in for a lot of frivolous reasons. But you have to look into what it is, and if you look at 100 and 99, or the guy next to me has bad breath, or something like that. But that's the way you do find them. Overwhelmingly, is tips, basically.
How do you track down every one of those tips? Well,
we have an audit department that sorts out the ones that they think that I ought to see. I mean, so Becky Amick is in charge of the audit department, and incidentally, the larger companies, they have their own groups too. But those people can not only write their own company, but they can write us. And some of them just come into, a letter comes into Warren Buffett, chairman. It's usually not signed, but that's okay. I mean, and obviously when they get very specific and say this is going on or that's going on. That's what happened with American Express in 1964. They had a field warehousing subsidiary. They were getting calls from a guy at a bar in Bayonne to the head of and he was saying the tanks are phony. Go to this tank and go to that tank, and you will find that it's not filled with salad oil. And the guy didn't want to hear it, and he didn't want to tell his boss, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.